You're talking about a character like Amy who has 3A, which is definitely a terror when it comes to Talem's ability to do pressure, but also on top of things, Sly with Talem has 4-4B, which is the probably second or third best option in the entire game to deal with Amy's 4AA. So the keep out that Amy is able to pull off is not necessarily there, but it's definitely going to be an up close slobber knocker for the most part.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I've seen these two play a couple times. I want to say that it has been traditionally in Sly's favor, but I know Jsabbs has done a little bit more preparation this time. He was very aware, that he's going to be playing SlyTiger in a longer set, and it's been this has been announced for like at least a week, right? So
yeah, a little bit more than that. I believe this initially was because there was a Boom League match that these two had that was kind of going back and forth, and unfortunately Jsabbs had controller issues kind of in the middle, and at that point we were just so far into the set that we couldn't just like go out of it, and so it ended up I think it gave Jsabbs a little bit of a bitter taste in his mouth by the end. So I'm glad that we were able to set up something that was a little bit of potentially like a redemption.
That was a fantastic punish on the GI.
Ooh, is he out?
Easy land of this speed. Nope. Into 2B. Still gets the rose though, very nice. Got the wall pressure into more roses maybe.
Testing out 3BA, Talem definitely has a variety of different options that make 3BA relative.
Wow.
Wow, he goes for that.
That's it. Oh.
I'm very surprised he went for A+B in that spot. I mean, you're basically never going to get the lethal hit.
Yeah, you can't lethal hit her, but it is a guaranteed kill there. In that situation, he just didn't do the right wall conversion.
Yeah, 2 roses. This is kind of what I was talking about.
Exactly what you talked about.
I mean, it's the scary thing that Talem has in this set, and the thing that you just saw there, the 3A, is the scary thing that Amy has in this matchup. So it's some pretty tough stuff. Wow, he got like a little bit of a pop up there. That was pretty impressive. He gets his full set of roses.
Oh, okay, a little weird stuff. Okay, this is Doki for kill. Just go for the mix-up directly. I think it's correct. Yes.
Yeah, he decides to take a bet on the 4BB. Honestly, I think he also wanted to do the 4BB in that spot when when the punish wasn't going to kill, just to test out in the beginning of this first 10 if Sly has the punish. Because Talem's punish on 4BB is one of the best in the game, but obviously if you don't do it, you don't do it. Oh, no size.
Right. I would like some disrespect here.
Oh, no, you just died. No, you. How did you block that? What?
Well, because it was a normal hit. It is a counter combo.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't really ready to, it is a string you must interrupt. Oh, that's it. That's it.
No, not yet. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, I'm surprised. Typically, that ring out only works on medium to larger characters.
It's weird. There's like a spot on that wall that you can like kind of visually see. That's like the wall is like okay. So the hitbox of the half walls in this game are generally pretty specific when it comes to the height. Not so much the width, as we've seen like a lot of people get invisible wall splat and stuff. But there are spots where like basically the half wall will act like that one stage where all the half walls are low. The gong stage.
Yeah.
So I could tell like at least there that the KA was going to go up.
Yeah, typically speaking, the AMS-KA only rings out for... Every time I try to explain something, the most ridiculous hitboxes end up occurring. He could have gotten a 4B rose in that spot. Yeah, Jsabbs sometimes picks... Yeah, but like not off of the combo. That was just weird things happening.
No, it was guaranteed. It said 3 hits.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
I don't understand. He's not doing appropriate combos, and they're all successful, and they're working out. I don't get how he pulls that kind of thing off. He has a red guard gauge at this point.
Yeah, he blocked way too much. That cartwheel is actually -10. A lot of characters can't punish it because of the pushback, but rapier characters will have no trouble doing so.
Yeah, it's a fantastic... It's always fantastic when you get a backturn B+K on an aerial opponent because the amount of damage increases twofold.
Yeah, it just completely removes the scaling from the move.
It's a good punish here.
Cartwheel?
Jsabbs has a bunch of meters. Something that you're definitely going to see a lot is that if Jsabbs is not... almost to the point of being frivolous with his meter, you're going to see Amy with full bar basically the whole game. Amy, Astaroth, Nightmare, these characters build meter incredibly quickly.
I can tell these players have actually played a decent amount before because Sly, he's adapted to doing the non-just frame version of Wind Charmer VB because it jails. It's safer.
Right.
Jsabbs is like really adamant about stepping that string. It's very good about it. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, there's definitely been a little bit of a history, a bit of a back and forth between these two players in the past.
A little scary because he's already in soul charge, so he can't get out of the pressure.
Gets a little bit of a punish on the
GI. Another GI. Decent damage. It's actually pretty good. Level 2 Bush GI. Nice block.
Oh no, if you're going to try and chase that down, I think you have to go with a 4A.
Two-way made sense because it was at 0, but 4A is definitely gonna like not be backstabbed.
4A is gonna yeah. Jsabbs whipping every once in a while, but it's typically with 2-2B where you don't have to worry about it.
Pretty scary because of the guard. Again, I think you just eat it.
You just eat it.
Okay. Are safe? Okay, didn't lethal it because of the air hit. Weird interactions. We got some pokey here.
Yeah, typically speaking, what you want to do is 3A after the forces guy.
Oh, he's actually going to greet it a little bit.
Dude, just eat it. You just had to eat it. Just eat it or soul charge. You've had 2 bars for like 15 years, dude.
If that actually didn't end up breaking, White Super would have taken out the round. So he actually is just in a really definitely like good situation to block there.
This is really the trouble with Talum once Amy gets full roses, is that you just get picked apart with just like neutral. There's so many characters where this effectively happens. Oh no!
A little weird interaction. You do not want to be here. 100% very nice soul charge.
You have to be here. No punish on 4BB, that's important information.
Yeah, but this is actually kind of not better than a punish, but you see the situation here, you can't block the soul charge, so he deals with the mix-up instead. I don't know if that was conscious from Sly, but it was actually a really good decision. Here we go, 4B series.
Damn, there were like 2 or 3 situations where he could have 4A to try and like get out of it, but he decides to go 4A now. You are dead to Talum CE. That's always an important piece of information. Yes, 4BB is the aerial combo there.
Soul charge? Okay, actually super is what we're going to go with here. Mid-parry maybe? Or is going to wait? 3A, nice. He delayed. He actually... I hate to take credit for it, but we talked about this earlier. If he blocks there and reacts to Wind Charmer with 2A, he'll beat a lot of stuff. And then Jay corrected me and said, no, actually 3A is the way to go there.
3A is always, it's virtually always the answer to virtually every Talum stance, assuming you can actually get a button in there. For the most part, Amy's 3A is actually a significantly better anti-air than, for instance, like 6B or something like that. It's actually like her most reliable anti-air other than maybe B. So it'll deal with the aerial stances. Obviously, it's going to deal with the sidestep stance, especially with the fact that most of the options within the sidestep stance are highs. So you can turn it into a reverse mix-up if you really want to be confident about it. Whenever you're seeing Wind Charmer, you just go with either a 3A or a mid-parry to deal with the K.
Oh, that's not Ari unsafe. I guess he's trying to make me...
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Not a break. Got the K.
I'm sure he's totally comfortable eating the kick. Talum, REK, not exactly the most impressive thing in the world.
Yeah, it's like 16 damage in Badoki.
The size suspend meter immediately. I can respect it. It gives you plenty of opportunities for a Rose.
Exactly, I think it's Rose building, but...
He is getting a little bit ambitious with his options, though. He's going for, like, very high-level stuff. So he doesn't end up getting any Roses at all, but he doesn't get the round.
It ends up being okay. You kind of like deny yourself a little bit of meter building there by winning with Soul Charge.
You don't have to worry about that with Amy anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
It looked like he delayed like a 3A and the tech rush didn't come out in time or something. That was weird.
Yeah.
Ooh, not respecting.
This is the loop. Yeah.
Not really seeing any 1Bs. I wonder if at some point he's going to start going with more lows, because he's just kind of pressuring with mids. Ooh, la-di-da.
Yeah, he's always been good about that. Nice. 2 Roses, too. I like the
Why does he do 6B plus K hold at the end, though? That's interesting. Oops, okay, there we go.
What was that?
6B plus K hold is like the way he's getting that last rose. Doesn't get a punish. Oh, he tried for a 4B. A little bit ambitious from Sly, but he's doing the double rose combo on low parry B, where he's doing full crouch A plus B into 6B plus K hold, just like the low
raw
rose throw.
I mean,
but he can just do full crouch A plus B twice. It's honestly not that difficult. And you know, if I'm saying that, I'm right.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. It probably isn't hard at all, but it is definitely easier. But
yeah, I suppose that's true. Ooh, gets okay. Does he actually do the red combo? Oh, he does the CJ combo. Boo.
Yeah, but it's still like, look at that.
Nah, dude, that's like 101 damage. You can get 103. Yeah, what's up?
Gets hit by the second hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yep.
Dude, Jsabbs
nice with a question mark
is in command.
Yeah, very, very good so far.
CJ telling me it does more damage. It does not do more damage. My combo does more damage.
No, okay, so CJ's combo does more damage.
No.
But you need to get that back turned. I don't know how
you need to get the side turn. What I do also gets you the side turn, but you get more damage.
What's your combo? Is it I parry A?
No. It's the exact... The joke is that, like, the combo is the exact same combo. The way that he does it is that he just does an immediate side, like, kind of like a 3-3B plus K. Like, so he just immediately goes to the side. I run at my opponent for an awkward amount of time. Then I do the 6-6B plus K. Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
But mine's better because it does 2 more damage.
Well, I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
You actually had some cool combos.
Plus, you actually no, I never have cool combos. That's not really a thing that I do. In all honesty, I do like mine a little bit more because it does provide me the potential to confirm that because I'm running forward and like pushing my opponent forward, I have the ability to see if like a ring out or a wall combo is also a potential.
Yeah, you actually maybe even extend the ring out range.
Yeah, it does. But that's a very specific kind of thing. In any case, we've already got 3 roses. Sly needs to figure something out like real quickly. I mean, he's getting like a good amount of damage here, but like
wall pressure too. This is big because 2-2-8 will kill. Okay,
man, he's right on all of these too. Here's
I don't know, but the thing is, like, you're Talum. Like, why are you ever GIing?
Yeah.
Like, you already nullifies the lethal hit, and it beats like everything else she's gonna do post GI.
Yeah, basically, like if you're dealing with a Talum that is mashing RE, when you are doing like post
air hit confirmed. Look at that damage.
You typically want to go for like the 4-6K, which will recover in time, and then you can do like 4-6. Like let's say he reverse ledges, right? You do 4-6K, and then you can just do an immediate 3A, and that's gonna beat like any.
You can do like 3A or AAA, any kind of horizontal. It's just gonna be good there.
Like the problem is, like again, he's getting like a good amount of damage. He's probably gonna get this round too.
Nice,
but
that was funny.
Sly is gonna have a tough time in this set until he starts limiting the amount of roses Jsabbs is able to get from round to round. The fact that I think he's completed his rose set in the first or second round every single game, and the times where he gets it the second round, Jsabbs won the first round. That's a big deal. Like until you can start limiting the amount of roses an Amy player gets, you're gonna have a tough time trying to compete.
I love the 6B there.
Yeah,
because it looked like the kind of situation for Soul Charge, and especially that he was like at the wall, right? So it's like, yeah, time to Soul Charge. Alright, nice. He's a lot of damage. Don't nuke me here. Just keep the damage. Oh, he messed up the 6-6 April speed. Got 6 instead. Punish? AK?
Not punishing 2AA. This is actually something that I'm sure Jsabbs has been talked about with that as well. The 2-2AA has not really been working out.
4B.
Yeah, he had a few. It's kind of weird because if you don't get like the full pop-up on the air hit, then 4B won't combo in time. And it'll end up getting blocked, and that kind of stinks. But, okay, so we actually do get a punish on 4BB. Makes sense.
I was just gonna say it doesn't stink, because Sly hasn't been punishing it, and then, like, before I could even open my mouth. He's trying to step that string that you literally cannot step.
Yeah.
You have to find a block punish for it instead.
SlyTiger's trying to come up with a certain level of pressure here. Doesn't punish the string, but I can't blame him.
Here we go.
Trying to go for that ring out, yeah.
I think you just soul charge. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why you get carried all the way over here before you decide to do it.
Yeah, see, this is the reason why you don't let yourself get carried, because even though you get a soul charge burst away, Talum's forward movement speed is blistering. Like you're not gonna. You immediately have to soul charge again and try to like get away from it. Okay, but this is the first time that we've seen Sly kind of in the driver's seat. He's not getting a significant amount of damage on an individual hit, which is typically what we expect from Talum, but that's a lot of small hits over and over again. He's almost dead to a CE from Talum. Okay, oh no, it's back turn 2.
We're looking at like 95 or something.
Into a force block, which he doesn't do.
Yeah. B2 is like still really good here though.
Oh no! Oh, he
committed to the string. What the? Why?
That was a very interesting choice. It ends up working out for him. But imagine Jsabbs had GI'd there at the very end and got a 4-4K and ended up winning
4-4K or something. Yeah, which is again
spooky
really
stuff.
Solemn because it's actually already safe as well. So.
I do have the right score. Oh, the score is also displayed on the screen by the game, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they just left it up there a little bit for you. So you can see it.
All right. So, Sly, kind of figuring things out. The second he starts being able to limit the amount of roses Jsabbs is able to do at the very beginning, things will work out a lot better for him. The metric that I always tell everybody, in case this is the first time you've been on the stream...
Nice! Well, did you see? I've never seen that combo before. It's an airhit thing?
I guess so. I wonder if that was intentional.
It looked like just like he meant to do it.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But yeah, like, if Amy loses the first round, but gains 3 roses while doing it, I consider it a tie. If you get 4 roses and lose the first round, then I think Amy actually came out on top. Now, obviously, in that situation, Amy got dip on the first round, and that's a pretty big deal.
Kind of snowbally. It's like she's a way weaker character now, and if she doesn't get set up now, she probably won't for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
you don't even get to, like, really, like, play the game until...
Alright, that's honestly not that bad for Sly. You know, because again, he didn't build the roses.
The problem is the meter. The problem is the amount of meter he got on those AMS grabs.
Yeah, like...
He's going to be at full meter on, like, 2 hits.
Yeah, a 2-bar Amy and...
Doesn't know to punish the mid-parry K. I can't really blame him. Nobody uses it.
Nice, just goes for the force block, because, again, these just...
He backdashed 6 speed. How did he... Rude.
I didn't know. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe delay.
You should.
Is that
You shouldn't be able to.
Punish?
Goes for the full string. Fantastic.
It's
punish,
minus 20. It's enough. It's enough. Because it is actually minus 20. Not the best.
There's not really any better punish that he can get in that spot, to be honest.
We can 3B into it.
3B is 3B is 22.
No, 3B is 20.
You sure?
100%.
Okay.
3B is 20.
Well, la-di-da.
Soul attack here? Yes, I like it. Just go for the pressure. Just try to kill him.
Jsabbs needs to spend his
Soul
bar
charge
too.
back? Yeah, Soul charge back is just what I want.
Wow, you're both dead to one hit. I don't know. Okay, well.
Okay, white super, white super, white super.
Well,
let's go.
That's kind of rude.
It's enough. It's enough.
You don't need to spend the bar, do you?
I think so. It's minus 14. What does Amy do in 14?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You can't kill. That was the best thing. I like that. Especially if we weren't gonna risk like jumping it or something.
It's certainly, it's certainly not a problem to use meter in that spot for Amy. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're not gonna miss it. One is all you need really. Nice. Steal punish.
Yeah, like those AAAs on counter hit and everything. They're so tough to deal with. Because you're already dealing with 3A being like a bit of a tough thing.
The 6 people scale equal it. I wonder if he's gonna make use of that.
I mean, if he's able to jump over something with 60 people's K, that would be very fancy and or schmancy, but...
It will, like, kill at this point.
Yes.
So...
Yeah. But so will, like, any combo.
Oh,
is that?
Far.
Yeah.
That
Amy CE is a bit stubby.
To do it. I don't know if he even knows he has it.
Yeah, it's just not something that one really thinks about all that often. Did you get a punish? Okay, decides to go for a high.
So the impact counter. So
ooh, stand kick. Oh, he just lost a round. Okay, but the problem is, Amy with 2 full bars. Tom, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, it sucks. This really sucks.
You could potentially get like a ring out kind of thing going on. He's definitely fishing for the 4-4A.
I think Jsabbs is just trying to get the 2 bars now. He has it now, so he's just going to find a negative situation to put it in. And maybe
that knockdown slide knees. He's getting
it. You just got to get
damage.
Out. This is not worth it at
all.
Oh,
no duck
doesn't touch the bars in K. Yeah. Still pretty okay for Sly. I mean,
well,
for Jsabbs, because he gets the 2-bar like win con now, which is super.
Yeah, it's not very easy to pull off a CE whiff punish with Amy, at least in my opinion. I know Linkors is pretty solid with it, but it's a pretty stubby move, as we saw in the previous round.
The 6BB whiff. Yeah.
Oh well, that's it.
That's it. Just super. Or dope.
Oh,
no, that's not okay.
I don't agree with it at all. But all right.
That was like the only AMS move that like wasn't gonna kill.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it killed, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
Damage. I feel like it barely killed, though. Yeah.
Barely, yes, it was definitely barely. Barely.
But, yeah, okay, so still convincing. 4-1 is still, like, a sizable lead. You can still make some mistakes here, but I think the best thing for Jsabbs right now is to just keep the momentum. Sly is the type of player to, like, roll you over when your defense is bad.
And it's difficult to keep...
the worst thing you could do is, like, take this lead for granted.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep that level of a momentum on, like, a full 1st to 10. Obviously, he won the tournament set, right? And, that's important. But, again, with a 1st to 10, as we saw with Ruber, there's definitely a possibility where Sly can just immediately figure some level of adaptation.
Right. Nice.
Gee whiz.
It does beat a lot on that Oki, but again, I'm not the hugest fan of. Oh,
now that was a whiff punish.
That was hot.
That was real Soviet damage.
Talon is pretty good post GI, but I'm not the biggest fan. Oh, nice cancel. Oh, this is fancy.
Sly's showing off.
I was gonna say I'm not the biggest fan of Talon using GI because we're already
you talked about it before. Yeah.
But definitely worked out in that round. It gave him the everything he needed.
It's just really interesting. We're not seeing. Yep. He's got, 4-4B as an option on 3BA. He's got, like, 9B as an option on 3BA. Like, 3BA is very tough to use. It's very risky to use against Talon. More so than other characters. Oh, no, please don't get, like, reverse rung out or something. Okay. Don't let it happen!
Yeah,
oh!
Okay. That was just the best thing to do, because you would, like, at worst get air hit for, like, a delay 4-4K or something. You just never get reverse rung out there.
Sheesh, that was scary.
That was very scary. Jsabbs knew the situation he was in too, he went for it.
Jsabbs is also getting a little bit parry heavy in my opinion. I think they're like not really working out all that often. Also not getting a punish on those rose throws. That can potentially be
I like that one.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Wow.
Right, that round,
now that
game just
was fast. That's the fastest game we've had.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely was. Especially that final round was only 17 seconds. And
halfway
it was
there.
All Sly playing. That was a perfect entering out. Basically.
Honestly, I think Jsabbs just immediately changes the stage.
Yeah, I'd really like a stage roll here. Just you were doing well when you were like up on her, like close up and just like scrapping. And then like when Sly would make a mistake, he was like, you know, he had like the space and stuff to do it. The stage isn't that big. It's just ring outs and it's. You know,
and that's the thing. I think that the ring out capability is something that is in Sly's favor rather than Jsabbs at the moment.
Yeah, especially in Soul Charge, like we just saw all the pressure and like momentum get like just 668 out.
Not to say I think that Talem's ring out game in general is better than Amy's. I wouldn't agree with that, but Sly seems to have a little bit more of a focus on it. I guess potentially Jsabbs is worried about picking a random stage and like getting the forest and then having to deal with like an infinite amount of Soul Charge, Half-Life wall combos.
Yeah, I
and
doubt
stuff.
this pauses him thinking about playing as well. I don't think that matchup is very good.
Oh no, that's a terrible matchup. And for the love of God, guys, I'm deathly serious about this. Dead serious about this. Jsabbs wants to be an Amy player, and yet always goddamn changes his character in the middle of a set when Amy isn't working, despite the fact that the Amy matchup for whatever character he's playing against is perfectly fine. It might even be winning. There's quite a handful of winning matchups for Amy, and he'll switch to Aswell, and it bothers me every single time. I wish he would stop doing that. There's no way he picks Aswell against SlyTiger. That would be ridiculous.
It's like a recipe for losing, but it's also a recipe for like learning obstruction. You're just like stopping yourself from being able to find out what it is about you playing Amy that isn't working at that time.
I'm not even kidding. If Jsabbs switches to Aswell during this set, I'm ending the stream. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to close the Parsec server.
I will
torch this to the ground.
I will tolerate it if he's like at least down in score, not when you're up 4-2 and you've just been like getting close games.
The only
like...
situation where I will barely conceive of it as a reasonable course is if he's like, it's like 9-2, and then it's like Sly wins and it's 9-3, and he just wants to be mean to me. And he just wants to, like, specifically do it in a way that's just like, yeah, there we go.
Nice. Okay, we got the 4 roses and we leave.
Yeah, that was insane. That's exactly what SlyTiger does not have the ability to allow.
All you have to do is win it, even if it sucks. Okay, that was perfect, even. Literally a perfect.
2-2,
This is the worst round start you could possibly have against Amy. She has a bar, you have no bar, she has pulling roses, and the round. Like, this is just like...
I don't want to say it's unwinnable. It's obviously not unwinnable, but boy, oh boy, have you given yourself like the hardest thing
one of the strongest
possible.
Characters in the games and in the strongest position.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that Red Rose Amy is the strongest character in the game. Like if Amy started with Red, then
yeah,
then there's Amy and there's everybody else. That is not a punish.
Yeah, it's I-18 looking for an I-16 there. 4BA is like perfectly reasonable.
668 plus B, Jsabbs doesn't tend to do this, but 668 plus B is slow enough that on a Parsec server, it's almost like the kinds of situations that that Talon players use 66BA as like an OP situation. They're pretty easy to mid-parry, to be honest. And Jsabbs doesn't really utilize that level of counterplay all that much. It's a solid 4-4B. But if he ever does, then Sly's going to have to come up with something else to do in that spot. Decides to sack the rest of the combo to go for like a parry setup he would have had anyway.
Yeah, it didn't really...
Okay, immediate Soul Charge. This is the scary part. You can definitely lose the round because of this.
No, there's a high. Okay, that's nice. I got rid of most of her Soul Charge, but you don't want to whiff anymore or move. There we go with the beating wall pressure into a lot of damage. This really sucks. Trade with the 2A, you never 2A there. Can't do 912 there on the wall specifically.
I think in that spot, it's basically 4AA or mid parry. Do you really want to take a bet on it?
Yeah, mid parry is reasonable. Yeah, I'll consider that.
Especially with how much Jsabbs wants to use parries in that spot. Like, if you want to take the bet, if you just want to like, all right, if I'm wrong about this, I lose. But you know.
No. What are you doing? You're taking so much damage for no reason. You need to get out.
Jump A. That was supposed to be a 2-2-A for the game. Yeah, no, he lost the round.
No, I'm sorry. That round was flies.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You weren't spending. That was a bad round.
Yeah, that was a really bad round. Boo. Boo.
Use a vertical at the ring edge, just not unnecessarily. Okay, here we go. No, we don't go because he unfortunately got hit by the...
It's also just kind of a shame because Sly definitely won that round when he got like the 2-2A that just turned into like a jump A.
Input. Yeah. Okay, this is really good for Sly. This actually sucks.
He's got some pretty solid GIs in these spots. Jsabbs has been correct about these GIs kind of a lot.
He had a free RI there, but I don't know if he was ready for the string. It's actually guaranteed because Amy can't control that hit of the AAA. Okay, nice. Good challenge. You don't lose to a lot there.
That's the second or third time that Jsabbs has gone with that. No, that's not a thing. If he's back turned, the 1B is never going to have a hitbox.
Not only do you lose Oki on the back turn, but you just lost so much damage not going for the max.
When it's in back turn, A plus B is basically always the.
I'm probably going to cost him the game.
AMSB!
Way better character than Talon. Let's go.
Oh my god! It is important to note, AMSB's tracking was nerfed 2 separate times. Just wanted to put that out there.
That move, realigns on hit 100% of the time.
Like, yeah. It's crazy. It is insane.
It was so strong.
Go back and watch my set with Triple G at that Winter Brawl, however many years ago that was, because there are times where I'm just like, oh, I'm at -8. That means that AMSB is a guaranteed force block that he has to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not only are we talking about like a move, like a vertical that tracks very well, we're talking about Talos' sidestep.
Yeah.
One of the less effective sidesteps in the game. She just does not move that much.
Ooh, decides to sacrifice his punish essentially so that he can get better stage positioning. Oh wait, he was like pseudo popped up. Ooh, okay.
2-2A though, he didn't want that. That was 2-2A.
Yeah, but that looked really cool.
Awesome. Oh,
wow. I mean, I do believe it is possible to jump high parry K on reaction for some fast reaction people.
Yeah,
but,
at
like,
least steps before the jump.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Gets his white roses. Is Jsabbs going white roses?
Absolutely not. He's going to have the last rose here. Yes, got it.
That's a decent thing for Amy. Gets a good punish on that.
This is a really good punish. Look at the damage on this. It's 95.
Fantastic
completely
stuff.
Unscaled. It's going to be well into guts.
That's the first time that Jsabbs has tried to pull out the 6XBA full string.
I don't know about this situation. You put him in red, so like you die to...
Yeah, I think you run away. Yeah, I definitely think you run away. Okay, I guess not.
Oh, this is weird. Boys in game, maybe? No, we're going for some 2D pressure. Okay, 2D into 2K.
He weirded it out enough. But okay, Sly is on the verge of bringing this all the way back. It really seemed to be in a bad way before.
But yeah, he can definitely just like with one bar, like control this round completely. I think what Jsabbs wants to do is hold his bar as much as he can so he can deal with the bar when Sly uses it.
To be honest, I could see either way because Amy builds meter so quickly. You could just Amy can build meter within Soul Charge so well that it's possible to just spend a Soul Charge on a round like this. Not right now, because it's like clearly near the end, but like you can like spend a bar at the beginning of a round and just like build enough bar back to where you're not at a disadvantage for the next round.
That's definitely true, but I think the process of being in Soul Charge against Soul Charged column without being able to Soul Charge out of the mix-up sucks.
Sure.
Like
Jsabbs has been handling the Soul Charge pretty well. He's gotten some pretty choice GIs and RIs.
I think Sly needs to be a little bit more direct about the mix-up. He's like delaying it and doing other stuff that, wow, what a disrespect on -16.
Getting a good punish on AMS grabs too. That's not the easiest thing in the world.
No, it's definitely low recovery, so. Alright, non-jailing, very nice. I mean, the jailing version, excuse me, non-just frame.
Doesn't go for the force block, just goes for a 1B.
Like more 1Bs.
Oh, fake combos!
Here we go, this is okay for kill. Okay, goes too low instead.
Decided to make it a little bit of a weird thing, and I like that.
Again, had to soul charge, stay dying with 2 bars. Just to,
yeah, that's true.
Be a little bit less, not greedy with that.
See, I don't want him to get too conservative with it. Like, Amy, just like Astaroth, just like Nightmare, these are characters that build meters so quickly that I think it's perfectly reasonable to say, I'm going to soul charge here simply because I want to. And simply because I have the meter to do it. Because all that momentum that he got, all of those AA counter hits and all the damage that he got, he was gaining no meter. So that he's effectively losing a resource by continuing to keep the resource. Wow, that 3BA.
He's not once respected a level 2 GI from Talon, who has actually fantastic level 2 GI.
Yeah. Oh, he could have gotten a wall combo. 3 red roses already.
He needs to Emmy here. He's just kind of eating the damage on the ground. I mean, he's just getting up and getting mixed. I don't like it.
I appreciate the fact that Jsabbs is going for the AK punish on 2-2A. I think Sly needs to ensure that he is not attempting to cancel out of 2-2A, so he can eat the damage without eating a knockdown.
You gotta be more respect. Okay, that is actually really fortunate for him. It did not wall splat another time.
It's dead to a CE.
But he's gonna die to a CE, yep. You think he's gonna break his guard with the... Okay, no?
Oh, wow. Is he dead?
Almost kill. Fighter A, B is really bad in the guts. See that? And then maybe break?
GI!
It can't be what
that can't be. Did you want like a 2B and then like hesitated?
I have no idea.
Oh, that is terrible. 3 roses, now 4, and the first round. Again, almost a very difficult position.
That really sucks.
Now, that being said, we've seen Sly in this position before.
That's
really? He went for a GI?
That's minus 12 on block. You just block it even if you're not going to step it.
Yeah. I can see why you wouldn't want to try and step it. It's Talon. But I just think it's really funny that he went for a GI for the third hit of the stream.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh, he could have gotten a 4BB? So much spaghetti in the set, dude.
Talon players where they do the second 6K every time. It actually doesn't change the damage of the wall splat at all.
Jsabbs just kind of... Wow.
Nice break.
That's all he was looking for.
Now. He opened up the stage. It went... I don't know. Talon's so much better on walls. I really didn't like that decision there.
I think at the very end it was really kind of insane for Jsabbs to be looking for a duck on a grab too, especially with the guard break. I think he was just like, yeah, if he uses the guard break to win the round and put it at 1-on-1, I'm fine.
Yeah, I think he really wanted to keep the lead there because it's like you block mid and you lose even if you're right.
Yeah.
So I think the duck there was actually quite intelligent. Yeah, once all able speed, just can blade there, but he gets the
some of these whiffs from like mid-screen are just not great.
The aim and speed will catch like everything pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if he just gets up and doesn't roll away, yeah.
Yeah. Go for AB. Confirms it. He's probably gonna RI here. Yep.
No, you don't actually get any anything on that.
Yeah, it's
GI,
level 1.
Nice.
You just get rid of her soul charge.
Yeah.
That's the point. Okay, this is
huge amount of damage.
Low.
Okay, no, he wants that guard break, but that's gonna be the kill.
Yeah.
All right, Jsabbs pulling away yet again. First one to get halfway there. But this is definitely very back and forth.
Sly had it. That game just slipped out of his hands from that one round going really poorly. I think from that.
Yeah, that was massive.
Kind of difficult to pick it up from there.
Like getting, as I said before, if Amy gets 3 roses but loses the first round, it's kind of wow, man. Talon's sidestep sucks.
Yeah, it's really not great.
Wow, mid parry K. Everything is just going wrong for Sly.
He wanted AK. There's no way. He just pressed it too fast. That's almost a kill.
Yeah, it's dead to 4.
He might close it out. We're all just thinking the same thing.
Well, that's the thing, right? That is the reason why you do the max damage there. Otherwise, you just go for the reset and create a different situation. But again, we're in a situation where Jsabbs has won the first round and gotten full roses. It's just not good news.
You want a soul attack here? I'd like it. That's the kind of spot I think you do soul attack because the damage loss is way less because the scaling is so high at that point.
2-2As, an interesting choice.
Yeah, I don't know if they're intended or not.
So. Yeah, I honestly can't tell.
Okay.
It's got a lot of bar.
Okay,
this is one of those situations where I think you spend bar simply because you can. Oh, gets that?
Yeah, wall flat too. Yep.
Oh, okay. Interesting choice.
This is a you got the.
Oh, nice duck.
You gotta finish that though. I think. Like you gotta test him if he's gonna duck it because he never has.
Yeah.
You would just take an I-12 there instead if he fucks up.
Like, I think at that point, if you feel like your opponent is going to stay on the ground or something, you go with B2B.
Yeah, especially against this character, again, like the RE type of character.
Yeah.
That break attack string is gonna really mess her up. We're looking for maybe a 6A hold here.
6B? Wow.
Yeah, kind of strange. Yeah, he's being very disrespectful in these GI situations.
Red guard gate, or red wall means that, man, we're not getting anything on these 1Bs, huh?
He will kill here, it's just he's not getting the pressure he needs. That's why he's trying to GI, I think. Is he going to take the pressure, the guard? That'd be the, I thought he was going to soul attack, to be honest.
Yeah.
The combo. Maybe 4B here? No, we're going to get out. Even though he's plus, he just doesn't want to deal with the near wall situation.
Oh, gets the full hit.
Yeah, that BK, like, you don't have to wait for the A. The BK is even duckable.
Ooh, just sidestep go with the sidestep BB. Interesting.
Instead. Yeah.
I think what he wanted was actually sidestep 2-2B. It is important to note that off of 4-6K being absorbed by Talon's reversal edge, 2-2B is not necessarily guaranteed. It's too slow. You might potentially trade or lose. So 3A is the more consistent, less committal thing, yeah.
Alright, good mix up.
For the 2-2B, you're basically just kind of relying on 2-2B's tech crouch, and if you're relying on 2-2B tech crouch, that's bad news bears.
You just want to win this on Oki here, like he basically is. I think Sly needs to be more respectful because he wants to get him to spend the bar, but I'm like, I don't
But now he's in a position where he could potentially win off of this this wall.
Just get the guard damage, just cash out, expect to lose the round, but take the... Yep, he's doing it. That's exactly the move you do. And Jsabbs did the intelligent thing of eating it on the ground. Spending the bar here, I think, is incorrect, but it could actually snowball into the win here.
Nice. Yes, that's very, very smart. Yeah, 3A is such a terror for so many characters, but Talon especially. Allows you to kind of mitigate most of what Talon was able to pull off in Reverse Ledge.
Alright, here we go, AMS. Respects it, maybe soul charge against the wall. Very nice.
It blows my mind that he has done AMS BB, like, okay.
Okay, that was literally the worst ever combo possible. That was like the minimum damage.
I agree with just leaving. No, I don't agree with this at all, though.
Why is Sly completely still? No movement at all? I don't like that. He just kind of ate everything.
This is bad.
This is only good for the heal if it even lands. It doesn't.
Yeah. Again, 3A probably the better anti-air, but it is important to note, AMS A from Amy and Soul Charge, you really don't have to respect that all that much.
No, you could definitely. It's like, what, like 0 or 2?
Pretty sure it's neutral and back turn, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Like, you can't, it's not even like it necessarily, it just kind of creates a situation where maybe you have to worry about back turn people's guy. And even then, it's pretty staunch, maybe. Okay, getting an okay amount of damage on some of these, like, GI attempts. He's getting a Sly's getting a pretty decent amount of damage when it comes. Boy, he has called this out so many times. It's crazy.
Nah, this is bad. It's already like snowballing into the.
Wow, minus 10 in the GI. How rude.
Let's get this wall spot. I think is the way to go. Yep. Okay.
We didn't really see the wall come into play all that much last game, but again, if he can keep him at 2 roses for the first round and win it, then he should be good. 8 to speed.
I mean, he's using Talon will be like more than I think is good. I think the move is you know, a bit riskier than is being applied here. Okay, honestly, that was the worst. No roses. Meter advantage is basically like non-existent, and he has red garbage. So.
Man, I gotta say, like Jsabbs is taking some pretty big bets on some of this stuff, and he just seems so supremely confident, even if he's wrong. Okay, we actually get a punish on 1B now, which is nice.
Oh, his guard is gone.
Yeah, but we've seen that so many times, and it really hasn't come to fruition, to be honest.
Spend the wall, spend the wall, spend the wall. Yep.
Ugh, it doesn't get his punish. Oh, took the bar too, that's a big deal.
Okay, nice, maybe 4B. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that was insane, but whatever. we'll just get the guard break here. We're just gonna have a little bit of a life lead.
Honestly, feel like you spend bar as soon as you can.
Oh,
wow,
to read it.
Apparently I was dead wrong, and Sly would have destroyed me for it. Okay, he's got full meter. He ended up getting that round. I appreciate going Soul Charge immediately. I love using Soul Charge when the opponent can't do the same.
Nice. It's not the best Rose combo, but still, like, getting it here. Ooh, that was definitely not a transition you want to respect.
6BB on Blocky. I'm pretty sure Amy can 6BB.
Okay, I'm thinking you just OS it completely.
Yeah. Oh!
I mean, don't follow that up. I didn't like that because it was an air hit, so it makes you negative. Sly actually
Jsabbs just immediately trying to run away, doesn't end up handing out, ends up wasting a bar. Guys, remember how he was at full bar, and then he spent a soul charge, and then by the time that the soul charge was over, he had a full bar again?
It's basically not a spend. Oh, nice 4B at the -4 frames. It's gonna be that close. Alright, that was literally...
Yeah, now he spends it, but like, I don't know.
It's so late, but like...
He can still make it work. Like, Amy's soul charge is really nothing to scoff at. Even if Talon isn't soul charge, it's just about who's going to get the hit first, and that's going to be Sly. So Sly's going to keep this close at 6 to 5. We're already coming close to the amount of games we had in the first set.
Yeah, this set's probably going to end up pretty close.
Yeah, they're just going. They've been going back and forth the whole time. I imagine... Yeah, okay. Jsabbs ended up switching the stage back to the initial stage that we were on, which I'm sure he's happy about. Less walls, the better.
Oh, Jay, if you get a moment, I don't know if you changed the stream title yet. Maybe a little late, but...
Oh, the stream title should include both names, shouldn't it?
Well, yeah,
it does have both names. I'm not going to go out of my way to... like, make it so that the one that's currently being played now is the one that's showing up first.
Anyone knows? Okay, what the hell was that, Dragon? AA
Yes,
again?
that's
yeah,
the
okay. Sly needs to get on the level of where he REs an RE safe move and just releases it.
Yes,
Like,
that is the
it
next
is-
level of counterplay for Talon.
It's a first attempt. It's exactly the spot you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely... Boy, Sly is just so hesitant. The second you as an Amy player get your opponent to feel like, yeah, I have to just guess correctly on my opponent's verticals, that's the high country for Amy. That's really exactly what you want. And again, he just hasn't been able to keep the Amy player from getting the roses. Yeah, that's going to be the ring.
That's it. Nice conversion, too.
Yep.
That's the optimal way out there. We don't see that too much.
Yeah, that wasn't even 6A hold, that was 6AA.
Yeah, 6A.
I could have seen a spending bar there. I could have seen...
wow,
wow, we're doing
moving
fake combos over and over
that
again,
was,
too.
I think he kind of overloaded himself a bit.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't mean to make it fake. You know what I mean?
At that point, you just do AMS A plus B.
We're really deciding the GI here? I just don't like it. It's not the reward, it's suboptimal.
You just,
This is fantastic
you basically
damage.
just died.
Okay. Yeah, this is, like, top.
To do the force block?
This is just the rest,
Yeah, you absolutely have to get up and, you can get up an RI, but that's the only option there.
I actually didn't know you could do that.
Yes.
I thought it was completely tight.
No, as far as,
wouldn't even try
maybe
that.
it's character specific, because only a few people have done it to me, but, there are situations where that's been the case. I've also had, Yoshimitsu players get up and, jump K it, and then I go into training mode and I'm like, yeah, that's totally fake. Why did that happen to me just then?
Yeah, it must be the 214 input that is being done.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it has to be tight. I've tried
frustrating.
many a times jumping there.
No.
I
I tried it in training mode over and over again. I couldn't get it to happen.
Welcome to the stage of
Jsabbs with a tiny bit of a lead here.
Basically, the smallest his
Kinda
lead
get closer.
has been like 1 and 2. Tried to re-roll the stage, gets the same stage. It's very important for this Parsec server that the majority, if not the entirety, of the set is played on Setsuka's stage.
It's a nice stage.
Can't say I know why.
Wow, very
man.
defensive round start from Sly. So weird.
It's an
Too
immediate
much
jump.
jumping.
Sly's going for desperate stuff that I just don't think is a good idea. Ugh! A plus B cancel on 1B hold. Or 1B, just in general.
Maybe you tried to front crouch A plus B, which is still not a punish, but it is something you do from duck when you like expect a grab or something.
Yeah, I suppose. Ooh, la-di-da.
Trying to find some way to like, legitimize why that happened. T2A?
Yeah,
This
I don't
is
know,
on
man.
purpose.
Sly seems to be kind of like, I know the lead isn't as anywhere near as big, but just like
Okay.
he's going for stuff like this, which I feel like isn't a consistent way of like netting damage. Like he's just kind of effectively going for like big reads, like BG, BG, 6BB. Like it's not something you're going to be able to do over and over again. Meanwhile, Jsabbs also going for big stuff, but does sprinkle in a lot of like very low committal kind of stuff, which is kind of Amy's forte. Yeah, like going for like a high parry there, that's... Allowing yourself to get like 6BB counter hitted is very dangerous.
It's the way to start losing, yeah. I think he's just taking too many bets. This is already safe. Yep.
Good hit.
Nice low parry.
Yeah, you don't know the roast
what
combo
is
there.
happening?
He doesn't know what you're supposed to do with low parry B when you already have roast.
It's just 6-6B series, right?
Yeah, it does like no damage, but yeah.
Alright, well, he just doesn't know.
It does a lot more damage than what we saw, but you know.
Just, I don't think you even, like, you could spend if you want to, you have so much bar, but why take guard damage? Why are you shredding your own guard gauge, Jsabbs? Please, no GI.
I think it's just like, but he's gotten so much momentum on all the GIs that have happened in that spot specifically that, like, I guess he's just really about it, you know what I mean? Like, he's just all about trying to GI Sly's soul charge pressure.
And that's
Is there
the worst
really no
punish.
better punish there for Talon?
6BB, 6BK
Yeah.
is way better, but that is still plus 10 on hit.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. With all due respect, I don't really know if frame advantage is like the way you want to go against Amy.
No, it's not really convincing, because great parries and disrespect.
Plus 10 is kind of like where you have to respect stuff, because your parries aren't going to work, but still. Decide to spend bar, decides not to. I can respect it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, that was very good. 3K maybe? Okay, we got
Oh,
1K.
yeah, there we go,
Yes,
there we go, yeah.
At least, yeah.
What
This is
happened to
learning.
like the 3BA counter or counterplay stuff we were seeing before? Like
It's gone.
now it just seems like Sly is just blocking the full string without actually doing any of the counterplay.
I mean, he isn't really pushing the frame advantage after either. Talon is a fantastic wall rising A,
Yeah.
like, kind of step and knocks down there if you...
It just really feels like this set has turned into 3B from Amy, and it's like not really being counterplayed, and 1B, where even when Sly is right about the 1B, he's not really getting any damage.
Yeah.
And if both of those things are true, I don't
exactly
get it.
that. He needs to go for a direct mix-up. He's literally letting Jsabbs know I'm about to mix you. Does it again. At least this time he goes for like the different set play, but he would lose. He would just get hit if you did the mix-up immediately, you know? Don't hesitate so much. I think he's just not confident.
He could go to Yomi level 1 rather than 7.
Exactly. Just start the mix-up. Just start it.
Wow, turn around 2B.
That's it. Very nice.
Yeah.
Worth it. I think
Alright, 1.5 bars to 1, but also Jsabbs has that red guard gauge. Again, not something that we've seen come into play anywhere near as often as we've seen the red guard gauge present. So Sly needs to make sure that he's actually creating something. Wow, Sly also with a yellow guard gauge. That's not something that we see from Amy all that often.
No, he tried to step it, but it was just too late. This isn't a force block. When you can Kemi like that, it's not good there. You can mid parry, actually.
Yep. That's kind of what I was talking about before. So you can like forward step and
at that point you can actually even step it.
Yeah, but you know, as an Amy player, you mid parry.
Alright, here we go.
Needs to spin bar.
Really bad.
Okay, well, not like that though. No, not like that either, dude.
Jsabbs was basically guaranteed to lose this round, but now it is just completely even between both players. No one can block. Everyone has to dash.
That combo!
It really sucks. And this is not a force block because he's too far.
Okay.
T2B against this Poki, and that's way too slow.
So many weird choices there at the end. Both players started having a blinking red guard gauge, and they decided, hey, should we just both, like, freak out?
That was the longest game. That was the longest game.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But yeah, again, like I said before, I'm not convinced with that lead. It's already almost tied up, so I just need one more to make it 7-7. I do think we're going to maybe look at a final game situation.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be the case. Oh, it trades? Wow, that's unfair.
Did you see that damage?
Yeah.
It's like raw 40 and like maybe even had a combo there.
He's getting some good 4-4-Bs, especially at the beginning of these sets.
Ah, here we go.
Still not fantastic at trying to like stop some of these roses, though.
Getting chipped down, that's it.
Gets -8, decides to back up. Now that's the power of aiming.
Okay, well, you know, there's many ways to get roses.
Well, the last time he threw it and it got blocked and it didn't even get punished. So Jsabbs is probably just thinking like, well, you know, it's free real estate.
What is it, 12?
Yeah. Yeah, see, you can't.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, there's no way the Tom can sidestep
that is the way that's harder to stop. But I do think I still think trying is like the way to go. But if you're gonna, if you're gonna block just 6K.
Well, the thing that just keeps blowing me away is the fact that Jsabbs has done AMS 6B or AMS BB over and over again, and there's always no reaction from Sly. Both times that he's gone for AMS BBB, there's been like a GI and a sidestep. So it seems like
maybe it's a reaction thing.
Yeah, I think what he's waiting for is AMS B parry, and trying to punish that accordingly.
Okay, sure.
That's my guess. No punish on 6K. This is Parsec, so we can admonish somebody for that.
I think we should look for a Soul Charger. Yes, goes for direct mix-up right away. Look at that damage! That was so round-winning. Nice, let's go.
Man, Chase, even when the A+Bs aren't working out, he's getting so much damage out of these GIs, it's crazy.
Just went for a GI rate there, that's why he's doing it. Just regular combos should take it out. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know so much. Amy's actually pretty good at picking characters up off of the ground when she gets red.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, you know, it ended up being way better than it was going to ever be on hit.
Yeah.
And this round is terrible for Sly. I don't know how he's going to get out of this.
Soul Charge, that's how he's going to get out of this. Here, watch this, everybody. We're definitely not going to see a GI from Jsabbs. That's definitely not...
Never GIs against his Soul Charge, and he's not going to Soul Charge back either when he's after.
Oh, ooh, la-di-da.
This would actually work, yeah. You do a step forward, I-12 super, it actually means everything. But I kind of forgot this character could do that.
Yeah. It's not something that you see all that often, just because the damage is so low that people tend to forget about it. Even Amy players. It's a little bit harder
to do like a step and then like
forward CE, yeah.
Kind of an awkward thing to do. But basically, Amy is Shangla at that point. You know, again, you don't have the health to back up any kind of set play there. You just die. So Jsabbs is a little bit closer to the 10 than Sly, but I think Sly can still pick it up here. I think he just needs to figure out how to stop dying to these these tight offense options from Jsabbs. It's just like 4BB hitting on the ground and on the air, and just him just using his frames while like SlyTiger's trying to find a way out of these frames when blocking is probably a pretty good option.
Yeah, it's probably reasonable. It's the first time we've seen the forest stage. I'm sure Sly is awfully happy to see something like this.
Way too committal round. Sorry, it's a free raise.
Oh, actually finally gets it. Going for mid-parry K, that's so interesting to me.
Again, I'm thinking it's one of those things where he means to do mid-parry K, but he's pressing it so fast.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, buffering the A over it. Okay, we got... Okay, I don't know why you give up a wall pressure there, but yeah, we're still going to get a decent combo here. It's a lot of meter. That doesn't... Yeah, okay. But that still does give the other wall spot. That was actually way better damage than I thought it would be.
Alright, ends up getting the reversal edge, and is correct about the reversal edge on top of things.
Okay,
oh man, gets all 4
everything
roses.
4A is gonna kill. Okay, actually gets RE instead. I don't like the grab there, to be honest, if you have below the kills.
God, that does no
I can't
damage.
believe you survived. Okay, you gotta kill the rose now.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Kill the rose.
Ooh, caught a grab. Is that dead?
Just frame? Just frame. You need just frame. Yeah. Okay. No just frame is not gonna kill.
But still, honestly, I would pick losing the round and having 2 full bars and all 4 roses.
And 5 roses.
Yeah, 5 roses. Wow, you just gave him almost a full bar. Gets a quote-unquote combo there.
Another dead trap, maybe? Oh, actually, that's for the OVA.
He has gotten hit by the AMS 2BGB every single time.
2BGBs?
Yeah.
Alright, nobody clicked because it was air hit.
Just spend. Honestly, even with this situation, I think that you spend bars, Jsabbs. Well, now you don't, but...
This is one, like, good, like, hit away. You can definitely get it. This is the worst option.
Oh, no!
This is really good Oki, too. Why did he 4B? Maybe 4-4B was what he was looking for the ground there.
Just a random 3B. And you know what? He spent the bar anyway.
I just wanted to make sure it worked. I don't even, like, because
but at that point, like, again, like, I feel like you just soul charge in the first place just to mitigate any potential that Sly has to get a comeback anyway.
Yeah, 15 seconds ago it was reasonable. At that point, it was not.
See, again, I feel like you spend bar. You know what I mean? Like,
so maybe just go for the white rose at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, it was for the Oki. Alright. Because honestly, I think White Rose is actually like quite good in this matchup. I think a lot of your options.
Oh, if you can pull it off, yeah. Talon was really bad at dealing with.
I don't know if Jsabbs has like practiced that. No, I don't know if he's
yeah.
like, ready to use it. So maybe this is just the way to go. Just get the
Plus,
damage.
it's also just the fact that like getting it against Talon isn't the easiest thing in the world. Just like it's very difficult to get against any other character.
Yeah, unless he starts falling for like 6A series or something. Or
basically, I would go for it. No, you can't do Wall Rising K there. 4AA is honestly not a bad choice there.
Yeah, 4A actually beats a bunch except Windsalt, and Wall Rising A again is going to get, you know, everything except, you know, Windsalt A into no stance, which, like, nobody does.
I could see him going for White Rose even in this game so far if he were to somehow get, like, an REK lethal hit.
Alright, 2-2 very nice option there. He's actually got, like, the kill of the here. Goes for the read again. I don't even disagree with it. I thought, like, that was actually...
Yeah, he's just been wrong both times. Oh, it's a shame for both players.
Oh, that was the kill. That was it.
Yeah.
He actually just fuzzied instead. So
dead to a CE. Decides to spend soul charge now. Again, he's spending soul charges in places...
Oh,
no!
I knew it.
Sly, that's the worst place to do it. No.
On the frame data.
Yeah, you have to eat it. No, GI. Oh my god, dude.
Yes, for kill?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, man. I don't know. The meter management from both players seems awfully questionable.
Yeah, I'm not really convinced.
Doesn't get a full combo on 2-2. I'm not surprised he didn't think it was going to hit.
I'm definitely not convinced on Sly Supers, but the soul charge spots have been good, I think.
Yeah.
6K, okay. Alright, knockdown here. It's a good the guard damage situation. Nice AAA. Jsabbs generally just has the upper hand in neutral right now.
That's a good punish.
Okay, this is gonna suck. Okay, really, I think we've got to start seeing some baits. He's only RIing in Soul Charge. We really gotta, you know, see some like punish on the RI.
Yeah, we haven't seen that kind of thing at all. But we have Amy with a bar. Sly does have the quote-unquote ramp mechanic. Gets hit by back turn B plus K again. And now Jsabbs is going to be on match point after he's gone to a pretty steady lead now.
4 of the Roses point here. Sly needs to win 4, and that's actually a lot more of a reach.
It's doable. I definitely don't think you change the stage. I think you stay here.
Oh, this is fantastic for. I think this is the kind of thing you wait on. You take a second, I think, but you don't. This is Talon's stage.
Now the problem is that like the second SlyTiger wins on this stage, you know we're leaving.
He's only gonna get it for 1 game, but I think you cash out that game, you know, by just doing it.
Totally.
Yeah, again, do you see this? Like, he's baiting specifically outside of Soul Charge, but, like, Jsabbs isn't gonna RI you or do anything if you're not in Soul Charge, you know?
It's like his wires are getting crossed. He's doing particular counterplay without the appropriate context being present.
That's the kind of thing that I like to determine in my head as information overload, where you just kind of like you understand what's going on, but you're kind of like translating it incorrectly.
Yeah, you're effectively using a predicate of a sentence without the topic of the conversation being appropriate.
Exactly.
Like, was the predicate on its own a decent response to something? Sure, but not a response to this.
Yeah, that mid is consistently whiffing after AAB.
Yeah.
AAA plus B air Oki. That's why I don't like these ending his combos that way. The Oki actually doesn't give you a direct mix-up.
This has been a big problem with a lot of these situations, is the fact that, like, okay, Sly needs to just, like, one tech or two block.
Yeah, he needs to optimize his Oki and somehow mitigate Jsabbs' Oki.
I mean, those combos aren't real. You could just...
That's what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
he could tech, and he could also just, like, not get hit by AMS B needy, because, again, this is not the kind of mix-up we have. Like, AMS grab won't reach.
Yeah, in case you guys are interested, you know, these situations where he's getting AMS B, you can just roll away and AMS B is not going to work. AMS pressure isn't going to work.
Okay.
No, that's only 12.
Okay, still got great damage out of it.
Yeah.
But this is like dead to Amy super. You can't take any more risks. He's just gonna move around probably. Yeah,
very scary.
That was it, but there was a string there, so I understand why he didn't I-12. Okay, they actually got the 16, just went for the greed. That's it.
Oh yeah, that is it.
If he had like Wind Charmed into a button, they would counter hit him, but he just decided to Wind Fury, and that's just guaranteed. Like,
yeah, eventually there was a certain point where I feel like Sly really kind of lost stamina.
Yeah, I think he got
in the set. It was difficult for him to understand like some of the situations. So at least at the very end, the places that I'm talking about where things are fake or there are different options that Sly can use, the AMSB, especially after 4BB, as a combo ender, the option after 4BB is basically always rollback for every character. Exactly. And if you do that, AMS pressure evaporates. She can still run up and, you know, kind of create something, but that something would be something like 4AA or 6AA.
Way smaller mix-up.
A little bit less, significantly less damage, significantly less or worse frame data. But then also on top of it, AMS BBB into 4BB is stackable. It is a fake combo. You don't have to eat the 4BB
and a sizable amount of damage at that, so you really do want to get out of it. And the best part about it is I believe you actually are entitled to a punish when they try it and they fail because you can.
Yes, so 4B is like minus 8 billion on whiff. It is possible for Astaroth to wake up and then like get something to eat, go to a different match, come back, and 2-2B lethal hit. Like it is so easy, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite bad on whiff. So again, it is one of those knowledge check things that I think maybe kept the score a little bit further from like a bigger gap, because I think Josh was prepared. Jsabbs, excuse me, he had the anti-Talon down pat, and he probably understood the different layers, like what to do when the options change. But Sly wasn't adapting. He didn't like do the release RE onto the RE save move. Like Jsabbs never had to get to that level. So even if he didn't have the knowledge, it was never tested. So, Jsabbs' base Talon information was enough. He just dealt with the situations very well, and I think that really kept him on the up and up for the defense, which is probably why his guard was blinking all the time.
Jsabbs never had to deal with Amy Rose starvation either, and that's like the thing that can really frustrate an Amy player. I think
one game, maybe, like he didn't get it like in 2 rounds?
Yeah, I can't think of a single time that he didn't have it by round 2. There were times where he like lost a round in between, but there were so many games where Jsabbs ended up getting all 4 roses, or at least 3, and winning the first round. Typically speaking, especially if Amy is getting opportunities to go for the roses, you just kind of expect that Amy's roses, like you're going for roses, therefore you're going to lose the first round, and that's the way it is. But sometimes you end up getting lucky in these kinds of spots, and then that doesn't come to fruition.